You're watching SKST Radio.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you tuned in to the Grayson Show. Today, I have a brand new friend I just met today. She goes by the name of Flores. Welcome!
Thank you.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm good. How are we doing today?
We are great. I hear you in Florida, just living it up a little bit over there. How's it going?
It's going actually really good. We're doing a lot of shows over here in Jacksonville, and Duval is all over it. So thank you, Florida.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Okay, so tell people who you are and what you do.
Oh, well, my name is Flores. I am a Latin American singer, so I do a little bit of trap and I do a little bit of reggaeton, and I'm just mostly just going around trying to bring out Spanglish community together. If you like a little bit of Latin music, then welcome to the English-speaking folks. And if you like a little bit of the trap and hip-hop, I'm also welcoming the Spanish influence to that genre. And just, bringing up a lot of fun, really. It's just bringing the communities together and kind of show support for every single family out there. So that's pretty much what Flores is trying to do out there. Just bring fun to all of these little engagements like that.
Well, I love the word Spanglish. I love it. I think I'm kind of Spanglish. Just muy poquito es Spanglish. So you are absolutely gorgeous. So tell people, how did you get started in the entertainment industry?
Oh, so that's a really good, interesting question, because I didn't really know how to be an artist. I know that I've always dreamt about it as a little girl, but, putting it into reality, you just kind of don't know where to start. Mm-hmm. And what really kind of geared me towards doing this professional recording artist was one day I wrote a song to kind of help someone. They were going through a really tough time, and I just kind of heard them out, and I really wanted to give something that was like a chanting voice, where any single time they felt down or depressed, or because when those feelings come through, they're really, really important that you process them in a way where you can heal yourself. That's even better. Right. And that's what I do, to kind of like build a bridge for that. And so I wrote a song called No Te Necesito, which is actually now on YouTube.
Okay.
And ever since then, it was more than just me singing because I want to be on stage, or me singing because I want attention. Now I'm singing because I want to uplift others and make sure that we can, take care of each other through these things. And, something about female empowerment too, because I'm all about that too.
Girl power, yes.
I'm all about the girl power. And so this song, like, it really honed in and it hit home for her. And, still to this day, she's like, that anytime this and such a situation happens to me, the first thing that I think about is your song. And I'm like, see, I made it for that purpose. I just didn't realize it would be that catchy. So I was really proud of myself. And honestly, that strategy, I don't know how to say that, but it pushed me to go harder, go deeper, go look more information. Ever since then, I have been just this tumbling wheel going down, and just doesn't stop now.
Well, that sounds like fun. It's like you're really grasping it and you're really having a good time with it. And that's what it's all about, right?
Correct.
So when you started singing, how did you realize that you were good at what you do?
It wasn't just the lyrics. Another like second piece of confirmation that I had was learning how to perform, I suppose, because I like to karaoke at home, and that's just one thing. But then, one day I was invited to do a show on stage, and there was, I would say, at least 500 people in that arena, and I was not nervous. I was not. I was there. I was excited. I wanted to dance. I wanted to take the whole world. If I could put it in my backpack and take it home with me, that's how I felt. And that belonged to me. So I think that also was like a second good confirmation for me. Like this is definitely, I'm not only am I feeling that I'm good, I feel like I can do more. I can do more than just that one opportunity. I want to do more of that.
Okay, so what's next for you?
So right now, tomorrow particularly, I have a new song that is gonna drop. It's called Censura. Since Dulce had such a good, it was having such a good traction.
Mhm.
I see it now when I go to like the clubs at night, and night I like to go to Latin clubs. They're playing it in the clubs. They're playing it in the radio stations and different things. So I did another one for Dulce. This song is called Censura, and it actually drops tomorrow.
All
Well,
right. All right. Okay, so let's give people a taste of your music, and then
yeah.
we'll go back to some more interview. But we have Dulce, and we want to get your permission to play it.
Yes, you have my permission. Go and spin that baby.
Sounds good. Go ahead and introduce it for us.
So hey guys, this is Yui Flores, and you're about to listen to Dulce on SKST Radio. Mwah.
Oh, yeah.
DJ T Nice.
Yui, Yui Flores. Sé que solo acabas de llegar. Sé que solo acabas de llegar. Sé que solo acabas de llegar. Y que no quieres trabajar. Pero lo bueno es empezar. Te voy a poner a sudar. Tú sé, cariño. Echa pa' acá que eso es mío. Siente alivio de cómo yo te quito el frío. De San Juan hasta Comerío. Se siente cuánto yo en ti confío. Y no nada en ese río. Es que si no te vas a buscar un lío. Tu sensualidad. Quiero que seas más y más explícito. Devórame, que esta noche yo quiero embriagarme en tu piel. Tu sensualidad. Quiero que seas más y más explícito. Devórame, que esta noche yo quiero embriagarme en tu piel. Ven y llame como Spider-Man. Búscame, átame, hazme tuya. De tu amor soy un imán. Pero en video quiero que sea capitán. Y en la verdad es que te queda riquísimo. Cuando tú y yo estamos en lo íntimo. Llámalo a mi masoquismo. Que yo me dejaré llevar con este ritmo. Y pa'l piso, dale pa'l piso. Hazme lo que quieras y sin permiso. Dale pa'l piso. Que esta noche yo quiero estrujarme pelo rizo. Reviso y esta noche yo te garantizo. Te vas a sentir primerizo. Es que no sé lo que usted me hizo. Enamorada y sin aviso. Dulce, cariño. Echa pa' acá que eso es mío. Siente alivio de cómo yo te quito el frío. De San Juan hasta Comerío. Se siente cuánto yo en ti confío. Y no nada en ese río. Es que si no te vas a buscar un lío. Tu sensualidad. Quiero que seas más y más explícito. Devórame, que esta noche yo quiero embriagarme en tu piel. Tu sensualidad. Quiero que seas más y más explícito. Devórame, que esta noche yo quiero embriagarme en tu piel. Yeah. You y Flores, yeah. Y ya sabía llegaría la hora. Cada amanecer yo ser tu señora. Tú de mi puseña, yo tu sonora. Y ven y dame con la batidora. Pa'l piso, dale pa'l piso. Hazme lo que quieras y sin permiso. Dale pa'l piso. Que esta noche yo quiero estrujarme pelo rizo.
I'm gonna use some Spanglish on that. Absolutely bonita. Oh my God. Okay, so explain to people what dulce means. I know it's sweet, but what does it mean?
So in this particular term, it's like a term of endearment, honestly. Because I'm saying in the song, "Hey, sweetness, my dear love, you better come over here because you know that's mine." And that kind of goes on that. It's literally a song. If I could simplify all the translation into one sentence, is Dulce is a romantic song aimed for men. So like the females are romanticizing the man and making him heels for us. And that's kind of the pitch and the angle that I took with that song. And guys love it. Love it.
I bet. Got a sexy girl singing it. Yeah, hey, bring your sweet butt on over here. So first,
it kind of like if you think about it in a relationship perspective, this is actually something that you want to dance with your partner for. This, you want to have your boo thing. If you're single, it can work out too, but I mean, I did it with the intention for couples to enjoy themselves and bring more highlight to that,
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely love it. So now, what inspired you to write that song?
Honestly, I kind of had an eye candy, and I was like, and it just inspired me to write, and not only that, but a lot of the events that I have been performing at, a lot of them happen to be family oriented. So I wanted to do something a little bit more mainstream with less bad words in it, and something that produced unity within a single family home or things of that nature. I really wanted to kind of bring more light to that. And again, because No Te Necesito was such a degree to female empowerment, I also kind of wanted to bring men should be appreciated too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love it. So now you have several songs, right? Yeah. And so I know we have another one. I would love for us to be able to play that one too.
Okay.
So you want to introduce that one, the itch one?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the radio, but this is Bad Chick, also known as BB. I have it available on all platforms like iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Again, this is Flores, and you're listening to SKST Radio.
Oh yeah.
They'll tell you my bad. I know it's crazy and I must admit I may look good, but I gotta twitch. Your loved one is crazy because you around with the wrong. Got zero and it's not a glitch. Resolve the problem without a hitch. My pistol here, she my mistress. She a bad. Cause I've been smoking, I've been chasing, I've been driving around the town while I'm bearing on my beast. I would day and night, I don't get no sleep. Don't fuck around and give me problems, I'll put your test sleep. Yeah, you heard it right. I got magazines full of jiggers to the clip is empty. Please don't fuck with me. I got pissed inside. You'll stop bugging me. If you really wanna be about it, catch me in the streets. Yeah. Too bad I'm a bad. It's too bad I'm a bad. Come around me, talk crazy. I'll take none of that. It's too bad I'm a bad. It's too bad I'm a bad. Ask anybody around you, they know. They'll tell you my bad. And I twerk on my way. Don't what? Investing on myself, cause I'm been crazy my network. Pulling up like skirt. Don't look up my skirt. Cause I got a 38 and that go berserk. And I get money, always with honeys. Dancing to Bad Bunny. 2 shots to get lucky. Stay high with honey. Don't hang with phonies. And if I reach out for my Glock, yo, just be Ferroni. Cause I've been smoking, I've been chasing, I've been driving around the town while I'm bearing on my beast. I would day and night, I don't get no sleep. Don't fuck around and give me problems, I'll put your test sleep. Yeah, you heard it right. I got magazines full of jiggers to the clip is empty. Please don't fuck with me. I got pissed inside. You'll stop bugging me. If you really wanna be about it, catch me in the streets. Yeah. Too bad I'm a bad. It's too bad I'm a bad. Come around me, talk crazy. I'll take none of that. It's too bad I'm a bad. It's too bad I'm a bad. Ask anybody around you, they know. They'll tell you my bad. Hip for the bad. Drinks up for the bad. If you came me alone, you came me in the crowd. Put your hands up, you're bad. Drinks up for the bad. Hip for the bad. If you came me alone, you came me in the crowd. Put your hands up, you're bad. I'm a bad. I'm a bad. Yeah, I'm a bad. 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 Yeah.
Nice. So that's another empowerment song.
Yeah,
it really is.
It really is. That's my bad chicks anthem. There you go. Hey. All girls, I feel. When I wrote this song, I was really just trying to color outside the lines and be like, what are we gonna throw out here? Because I have this really nice punchline and I don't know what else to do. And then out of nowhere, and I twit on my way to work. That resonates with me so much.
Sound like you have a lot of fun in what you do, and that's what it's all about. It really is.
That's
So,
right.
words of inspiration. Okay, so if someone was trying to get where you are right now, what
Okay.
type of words of wisdom would you give to them?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say if you ever try to do anything in life, always try to see how you can get there with multiple angles on how to achieve that. You don't necessarily need to do everything one specific way. Try multiple things, and eventually you may surprise yourself just how capable you are of doing that. And then if there's ever a hiccup, you have a plan C, a plan B, and it all reaches to the same goal. So I think that would be my greatest advice.
I like it. I like it. So now, during out your challenge, you're a beautiful woman.
Mm.
You know, basically, this is a man's world, right?
Yeah.
And so, what were the challenges of getting your songs produced and mastered and all that stuff?
For me particularly, I think it was lack of knowledge. Because I knew that if I Googled a studio, I could get there, but I didn't know what I was gonna do at the studio. And
Mhm.
so it really just took one step at a time. I figured one thing, okay, so I need this in order to do that. To do that, I need this. Okay, so does that mean I got to start here? And then, I figured out once I had like the song produced that I can write to at that point, it became a little bit easier. At the very beginning when I started, I was writing lyrics, trying to find someone to make music for those lyrics.
Mhm.
So then I found a different alternative. What if I just write lyrics to something that's already created? And that opened up a whole avenue
Wow.
there. And so getting a studio wasn't really the hard part. Is what am I going to do at the studio? What was the plan? Because I can't really just show up empty-handed. And once I started to figure that out, things just started to fall together. And then once I had the song, it's a whole big process. But again, for me specifically, it was mostly about just lack of knowledge. I couldn't really figure out anything unless I actually tried to accomplish it. And I'm glad I did, because now I know so much more.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Mhm.
what was your aha moment about being a performer? What was the main thing that was like made you figure out, hey, I'm doing this. I'm actually, wow, this is me.
That's a good question. I think I was invited last year to Viva la Fiesta. It was a festival that they do here for Hispanics Heritage Month. And
Hmm.
when we got there, there was trucks and you have your things that you can buy here and there. There was a stage and people were performing in it, but the people were all scattered. And then Flores came on stage, which is me, right? And I came with a couple of buddies too. I had a hype man and everything. I had other performers, and we got on there. And within, I would say, the first minute of that song that we played, everyone that was out there distracted doing whatever, they all came and gathered on stage. That's when I was like, okay, so I got results too. And so
That hyped you up more, didn't it?
yeah, it kind of it really compared to my other experiences where the people were already there, I had to actually do something to bring the crowd together. And I didn't even do it with that intention. I just wanted to make sure I sounded nice on the microphone. That was my only focus, to be completely honest. And it resulted in everyone was interested. Everyone started. And then, the more we sang, the more crowds gathered up. And it was just so phenomenal. I had so many people record, and I had art fans. And when I mean, I don't think I said that right. I think it's called fan art, where the fan draws you and
Yeah.
sends it to you. I didn't even know they could find me that easily. And I was like, oh my God, yes. I had so many requests. I have little kids that now look up to me and be like, when I grow up, I want to a singer just like you. And I'm like,
oh, that's so sweet.
yes. And I'm over here like, I need to figure out how to do better content for them because this is not good. But all in all, like, they see that they see like this inspiration in me, and I'm like, it's really, I'm gonna start crying. But yes, I think that was like one of the biggest aha moments for me. Like, I'm definitely on the right track to success here.
So now, what was your saddest moment?
Oh man, goodness. Well, you know how when
Excuse me.
or bigger low sometimes. And I think
Excuse me.
no, you're good. Bless you.
Sorry.
My biggest I think at some point I started traveling for my music, and I started to feel like there was emotional trauma happening within me that I had not processed. And I found a track, and I don't know how to explain it because I don't want to give too many details, but basically the lyrics that were flowing out were so personal, so directly attached to something that I didn't even know I had processed myself. It's something that I didn't dare to say out loud. But here comes this track, and I'm just letting it all out. And then I stopped, and I'm like, I can't do the song. I think that was one of the blows I had, because I stopped writing music for about 3 months. I couldn't.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't like transcend that. I could sing my previous songs, but I was stuck. Like it was more than just a roadblock for me. It was like it stopped like the whole flow of me being able to create. And then one day I spoke to my little eye candy, and I told them I sang them the bar that I had that was really like I was struggling with. Like, I can't believe that I'm saying this out of everyone who I could ever know. I'm the one saying this. And he was like, yo, that's an album. And I was like, what? You feel like, okay, so this is normal. Why am I now? And I think that's one of my most recent lows. Specifically, again, because I couldn't really write more music until I realized processing what did that song really wanted to convey out of me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
So now I'm really proud of you, because a lot of people, those roadblocks, those challenges. I mean, I'm a writer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I have books that I probably got about 6 or 7 books that I started on. Then they start taking a turn for themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way I wanted the book to turn out to be. I wanted it to be a certain way, but the way I've written it, it just starts, going in its own course. Yeah. And at that point, it's kind of scary, because it's like, wow, did I really write that? And so I think that's probably the same thing that you go through as a singer. And it's amazing for you to get back on the saddle, so to speak. Yeah. And finish it out. Let it run its course, because it's either your muse or God, whoever you believe in, is getting you through that tough time.
Yeah, that's exactly how that is.
And so thank you, Eye Candy, for getting her back on track, because it's phenomenal what she's doing right now. So
thank you. I appreciate it. And good job for you too. I mean, because you said 6 books. My song is only 3 minutes. I can't imagine the work that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm on you, and my very first book, You Wouldn't Know a Good Man If You Saw One. It took me 3 years to write that. It's on Amazon, but it took me 3 years to write it. I actually turned it into a stage play before I actually published it as a book.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine like that much dedication that you put into it. So you know what? I'm starting to understand why you understand me so much now.
Absolutely.
Pour your heart into these words, and ultimately what you want is a good reaction or a good outcome. But when it starts with your heartstrings, man,
yeah. Fight the spirits back, and keep it moving. So Well, I really, really enjoyed you.
Thank you.
I would love to invite you to come back again. We want to highlight more of your music and just follow you and see what we can do to kind of help promote what you're working on.
Thank you. Thank you. I do understand more like an English uh type of radio station. Is that correct?
Say it again.
It's this the radio station that's more like English music. So I would say the next track after Censura, I'm gonna make sure it's English just for you guys.
Oh, you're great. But let me tell you, we are international. We're
Nice.
online everywhere. So this tape will be up on Spotify. It'll be on Amazon Music. It'll be on iTunes. We even have an app, so you can download it. We are everywhere. We women are making it happen, and we're moving, honey.
What's up?
So, honey, you're even in Africa at this point. So, yes, that's seriously, you're in Ghana, and so yeah, we're gonna just make it happen. That's how we do it.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you again, SKST radio station, for putting you and Flores on your platform and spinning my songs. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you're welcome. So tell everybody goodbye, guys. Thank you. Next week, right here, SKST Radio. Bye, Yuri.
Bye.